Brian, can you talk about how working with Kayvon and how you guys complement each other, how you're playing off of each other, and what you guys could continue to do to get to do where you want to be?
Yeah, right now we're just, pretty much getting used to each other, bouncing a lot of ideas off of each other. We've just been spending a lot of time trying to develop that chemistry and also like healthy competition. So like we almost compete in everything we do, whether it's on the field or off the field. So just having somebody to push me and I'm able to push him is definitely going to be a positive this year.
How important do you think that is for the growth of a young player, right? Did you have that guy, that you could kind of lean on when you first came into the league, and to have that, what can it do for a guy?
My experience was a little different. My rookie year, I had a lot of vets to learn from. My second year, I was kind of was the leader of the group. And then my third year, kind of like now it gets similar because my third year, that's when the sign came to the Panthers, and that's when I kind of developed that competitive nature with the other end on the other side. And I was able to learn a lot from him because it's kind of a similar situation. I'm going into my sixth year. He's going into his third year. That's the same as me and Hassan. So, yeah, that definitely did wonders for my career.
What did you learn from Hassan?
Pretty much just football, like IQ, moves, just small things you don't really think about, things that only a vet can tell you because they've been through that experience. So.
Have you talked to Hassan lately, now that you're kind of in his shoes?
Yeah, we're actually supposed to get together not this weekend, next weekend, to work out and train, and it's kind of nice that he's close by so we can, hang out again.
What are you gonna, poke his brain about in that kind of a situation where you're in his shoes and Kayvon is kind of in your shoes? That makes sense.
Kind of just like his mindset, his mentality when he came to the Panthers, kind of what he was thinking, and I actually want to know how I helped him as well. But other than that, I want to pick his brain because he had a crazy season once he got to Philly. I want to know what he did that was different,
This defense, for what we've been told, is really going to put a premium on 4 pass rushers. The less blitzing than we did last year. As one of the pass rushers, how much does that excite you and, I don't know, pressure, but they're saying we got 4 guys, that's what we want to get our pressure. Let's go.
Oh, it is exciting, especially when you got 4 guys that can do it. You don't have to send pressures, allowing those guys to work. It's definitely something that's exciting, but it's earned. So we have to show that we can get to the quarterback at a consistent rate by ourselves. So that's going to take chemistry. It's going to take a form of a brotherhood, and pretty much just knowing your personnel, knowing who you're rushing with. Like if I got Dex with me, let me not even spill the beans. Just know if I got Dex with me, I got a plan. So that's it.
How does that compare?
I was just going to ask you actually about Dex.
Mm-hmm.
What have you learned about him that perhaps tells you why he is the dominant presence and the omnipresent guy he is on the field? Because he doesn't come off very often, obviously.
Have you seen him?
But I don't know what you think.
that speaks volume. Just his size alone, but he has a God-given ability, strength, and athleticism. Like for a guy that big to move that fast and agile, like that's truly a gift. But something I didn't know before I got here, like Dex is actually, he's very clever, and that probably came through experience. We're going into the 6th year, our 6th year together, so probably came with experience. But yeah, he has a lot of tricks that he picked up along the way. So.
What do you mean by clever? Just like on the field or personality?
Just from a football, well, personality too, but just from a football standpoint, his IQ is up there with he's second to none as far as the D lineman I played with. I think he definitely knows ball. He knows how to rush. He knows how to get to the quarterback, and he knows how to work together. Because there are certain things that he told me that not even gonna say definitely, but I wasn't as in tune to. Ooh, nice ringtone. I definitely wasn't up there with you. I definitely wasn't in tune. So yeah, he's helping me as well.
I'm curious. We've learned over the years that teammates' reactions and perception of Daniel Jones is different than maybe around the league and opponents. What did you think of Daniel Jones playing against them, and what do you think about him now that you're sharing a locker room with him?
Well, getting to know him as a guy, he's a cool dude. I mean, before I didn't know him at all, but as an opponent, we always honored his athleticism, and that was definitely something that we keyed in because he definitely burned me to the sideline once. Please don't play that clip. But yeah, no, he's a true competitor, and I mean, I haven't really got to see him on the field yet because he's going through whatever he's going through, but looking forward to it.
How much you mentioned you're going into your 6th year, and we know the trade, the contract, everything else. How has your path plan going into the season changed from what you're trying to get out of the spring to what when training camps comes around, what you're going to try to get out of to help you kind of get to where you want to be week 1 versus maybe 2 years ago, what you would have thought going into the off-season program and getting yourself ready for the season?
I would say really anything changed. More so, I feel like it was motivation. In a sense, I mean, I've always worked hard, I always put the work in, but in a sense of like, I'm just trying to reach a new level. Like I'm always trying to get better. So, being with these guys and it's a new city, new team. It's just a new everything for me right now. So after I soaked all that in, it's back to work. It's nothing too difficult.
Brian, does dominating a practice in May make a difference for you? Like, do you get something out of that?
No, it means nothing. No, it means nothing. The main thing I'm focused on right now is pretty much getting my wind up. The moves and everything that's natural, that's going to come, and that's going to be there. But yeah, me doing what I did today in OTAs isn't. Training camp will show more. You know what I mean? So that's more football. That's real football.
Brian, you have a resume, obviously, in the league and a reputation in the league. But do you think coming here to New York with a new team, with a big contract, that there is a potential for you to reach a different plateau as far as stardom, as far as just everything that comes along with being a star in the NFL?
You said, is there potential for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That wouldn't be my main focus, honestly, but I feel like if I do what I have to do on the field, it'll come naturally. So I think the main thing is one of my sayings I always say is keep the main thing the main thing. So right now my main focus is ball, getting better, helping the team, and everything else will follow right behind it.
Is any of that, you said it's not the main thing, is any of that important to you?
No, it's important, but the main thing is football, and everything else will follow. So I feel like if I dominate the first step of it, then everything else will come along.
And what does stardom mean to you? What is, like, who, when you get there, what does it mean?
What does it mean?
Yeah, I mean, you get Pro Bowls, Super Bowls. What threshold is there that he's a star? When you look at a guy and say he's a star, what attributes is that guy have?
Just generally speaking, I'm thinking maybe like a household name. I mean, I'm not really too sure what the question is, but I've been to a Pro Bowl. There's a couple things I still want to check off my list that I'm definitely striving for. And if you're talking about that, then yes. I mean, that's definitely on my list. That's definitely on my mind. But I have to dominate on the field first to get to it.
Last one.
A lot of things.